How we broke the sales volume in 2024. Hello everyone. For anybody that does not know me, my name is Ronnie A. I am the head of the Ronnie A Team here in Dearborn, Michigan at KW Legacy. I've been in business for 18 years now, which is amazing. During those 18 years, I actually held another job as well as a full-time Ford Motor Company employee. I actually helped run the quality department there. During that time, it let me manage how I manage my team. By saying that, I mean, I was able to put together some quality metrics to hold my team accountable. I was able to fundamentally implement different processes that most real estate companies don't do that to their teams. By doing that, it's let us excel our ability to be who we are in this industry. So I started off as an individual in 2007, right before the subprime days. And during that time, it really taught me a valuable lesson, right? One, be careful what you do when it comes to real estate. You never know what could happen out there. Number two, follow people that you believe in that are going to help you in this business. By doing that, you will continue to grow. There are going to be times that you're going to fall, but it's all about how you stand up and get back to it. By raising my team to be a corporate team has really given us structure. So how did we break our record? There's 5 things that we live by here at the Ronnie A Team. Number 1, accountability. Number 2, every client, every day, no exceptions. Number 3, consistency. We're very consistent as a team. Number 4, organization. We are very big into organization. And then number 5, we do a lot of daily masterminding. So let's dive into each one of these items so I can give you a little bit more background on what we do with these items. Let's talk about accountability. Accountability is something that I try to take what my team member comes to me during an interview and says, hey, listen, Ronnie, I need help. And if it's help that means accountability, then I hold them accountable. I say, okay, how can I help you? And they break it down for me. Hey, listen, I struggle every morning waking up, to get motivated. I struggle at nighttime to make my follow-ups. I struggle to do this. And based on their feedback to me, each individual will get their own personalized Ronnie Ahmed that gives them that attention. For example, I have an agent on my team that says, listen, I struggle to wake up, to work out, to come into the office, to make my phone calls. I said, okay, no problem. I could help you with that. But hey, listen, I'm a great salesperson. So if you put me in front of my clients, I'll sell the house. So I said, all right. So what I do is I kind of make myself my own person that holds them accountable. Every single morning for the first 2 weeks, they get a phone call, they get a text message. Hey, it's time to wake up. Hey, it's time to get to work. Hey, it's time to go to the gym. Let's start your routine. Number 2, in the evening, hey, did you make your calls? No. So why aren't you making your calls? So it's just a simple phone call, a text. I've actually visited some of my team members' homes to make sure that what they're telling me is factual when it comes to accountability. So I take accountability very personal. Another key for achieving the big goal is consistency. This is who I am. This is the way I was raised. I started a job on an assembly line when I was 18 years old. And if I wasn't standing at the assembly line at 6 a.m. when the line starts, I would lose my job. So every single morning at 6 a.m., my butt was sitting at that line ready to go. That taught me consistency. So from that day on, I converted that into routines. What are routines to people? To me, routines are every single morning my alarm's going off at a certain time. Every single morning I'm at the gym. Every single morning I have my calendar printed out. Every single morning I've made my duty, as far as making my phone calls to all my clients. Consistency. I live by consistency. So when an agent comes to me and says, hey, I can't be consistent. I'm struggling to stay focused. I try to figure out how do I make that agent stay focused. Maybe I just observe first, and then I follow or I listen, and then I make the special movement around them to make them focus on being consistent. And being consistent is going to be rewarding in the long run because now your client's going to appreciate you because now you're answering your phone every single time they call you. Now you're prompting them if they call you and you're not answering your phone, at least they know that you got their phone call. Being consistent is another ingredient to success on the Ronnie A Team. What does consistency look like? To me, I tell my team that the average realtor starts their day at 10:30 a.m. Do you want to be an average realtor or do you want to be an above average realtor? By saying that, I plant a seed in their head that they need to come to work, be ready to go prior to 10:30. And if they don't, they're really just showing me that they just want to be an average realtor. So by me telling them, hey, it's 10:05. Hey, I'm proud of you for being here at 10:05 every day. Or hey, it's 9:30. Good job on excelling your mindset and trying to be better at what you do consistently will take you a long way in this business. Our third important key to the Ronnie A Team to become and achieve success is the word organization. I live and die by organization. My team will tell you, every single person, what is Ronnie's favorite word? It's organization. Why is it so important? Because listen, if you wake up every morning, and for me, my routine is I print out my calendar. And what I do is if there is something that's one-off that somebody wants me to do that's not on my calendar, I write it down. But by writing it down, it's going in my head. By going in my head, now it's telling me, hey, listen, you're going to have to, between 1 and 2 today, you're going to have to make changes to your calendar. But you need to have it written down, in my opinion, because that's how I hold myself accountable. My calendar, to me, is my life. If I said, hey, Bob, I'm going to meet you today at 2 o'clock. And if I didn't put it in my calendar, listen, Bob, I just lied to you because I'm not meeting you at 2 o'clock because there's no way I'm going to remember that I told you that I'm going to meet you at 2 o'clock because you're not on my calendar. So that's, to me, organization that also holds me accountable for being honest with my client and not holding and telling them a fib that I'm actually going to meet them, but I'm not really going to meet them. So I hope that makes sense. Key number 4 to achieving our big goal is we do daily masterminding here at the Ronnie A Team. Every single morning, I have a group of realtors that all meet up in my office, and we talk about what's going on in the market. What are you seeing in the market? What has changed in the market in the last 7 days, in your opinion? And based on that feedback between us, me and my colleagues, is I feed it within my team. So, hey, you don't have to come to the office every single day to be knowledgeable. But what you do need to do is listen to our videos, listen to the content that I sent out daily. Because I'm getting feedback from agents all around the cities, around Wayne County, where they're telling us, hey, in this city, this is what's going on. Hey, in this city, this is what's going on. So masterminding, don't underestimate how important it is, because hearing somebody else tell you what their success and non-success is, it's very important. If you're closed-minded and you're not open-minded to listening to other people's thoughts, it's going to hurt you because you do not know everything, and it's important that you listen to other people's feedback when it comes to what's going on in their industry, in their market. Some of the indicators in our masterminding is I always listen to like value, right? Are houses going up? Are they getting multiple offers in this city? Are houses sitting on the market? Are you able to offer them less than what they're asking for? Because here in Michigan, it's been a dominant seller's market probably 7 to 8 years now, which is pretty long. And sometimes in this time of the year, in the late fall, early winter, houses do sit on the market a little longer. Inventory does pick up a little bit more. So it's important that you understand what cities are growing still in this market, why everybody else is going down, and what cities you could come in there and bring your investors, say, hey, listen, we could get houses that are cheaper now than what they're asking because this city is hurting right now in the month of January, February, March. So masterminding, you could utilize it to any ability you want, but it's important that when you're masterminding, that you're taking away stuff that's going to help you grow as well as your team. And finally, number 5 on why the Ronnie A Team has been so successful in our industry. We live by one ism: every client, every time, no exceptions, no excuses. So we do not care if you're a $50,000 buyer or a $500,000 buyer. And if I get any hunch that one of my agents is not happy with a $50,000 deal because their cousin or their friend got a $500,000 deal, I hold them accountable, because every client deserves the same fair treatment no matter what you are, no matter who you are when it comes to price points. That's why it's so important that we treat everybody the same regardless, because that $50,000 borrower might become a $200,000 borrower in 2 years, might become $500,000 borrower in 3 years. So every client, every time, regardless of who you are, is very important. For example, the other day I had a client that said, hey, I'm approved up to $600,000, but I only want a $100,000 home. Most agents would crawl in the corner and say, oh, forget it. I don't want this guy anymore. He's only a $100,000 borrower. Not me, not the Ronnie A Team. We say, no problem, let's go. Because you want to make sure that this person that could get approved up to $600,000 is happy with his purchase at $100,000, because you know down the line, they're going to call you back if you satisfied their business. So why hold them accountable for something that you are not making as much money today, but if you invest in them, you'll make that much more money later on in life. So every client, every time, no exceptions, no excuses, is who the Ronnie A Team is. If you like this content and you want to continue to learn more about what's going on in Michigan real estate, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.